So if you're unfamiliar with Tile, they kind of make trackers for, keys and wallets and that kind of stuff. So I recently bought two because I had lost my wallet.
Are they expensive? Because I've never really heard about this before.
They're kind of pricey. They range within like around $30 to $60 for like a different item.
Oh,
So
that's
they
not
have,
that bad.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's not bad. You can stick them onto things
Mhm.
like your backpack and such, or you can like have these slims where you can put in your wallet, or have it where you can attach them to your keys.
So basically, you're paying for the little sound device you can stick
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you want, and then
yeah.
you could play it whenever you want.
That, and it also locates your thing or the
Oh,
last
it's
known
like
location.
GPS thing.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean,
so it's a GPS tracker with audio.
right. So if you look at it this way, the one thing I will say is it requires you, if you want to use the full capabilities of it, you need to allow Tile to have access to your location. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It's a small price to pay to know where all your stuff is.
I guess. I mean, I guess you could look at it like that, but I mean, they're a bigger company. I don't think they really have time to be taking people's wallets and stuff like that.
Mm.
But so what I wanted to talk about is, I mean, how have I been using it? So I recently attached it to my keys in my wallet, and I mean, it's been pretty useful for me. Just being able to, if sometimes I go to sleep and I just put my wallet down or keys wherever, and I wake up in the morning, I have to look all over the bed for it. I just click the button, sounds on, the actual keys or the wallet, and I can actually find it. Also, let's say I left my keys at work or school. The one thing drawback I will say is doesn't do like GPS all the time. It has to be connected or your phone has to be nearby.
Okay, I mean, it's obviously meant for like wallets and phones.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there anything stopping me from taking one of these and just taping it on like the back of a TV remote?
What
Because
do you
I
mean? Oh no, you can put that on
oh,
there.
you can put it anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean,
so,
does it? It doesn't stick or anything?
yeah, you can. There's certain ones that actually allow you to stick them onto the
Oh,
remote,
okay.
so you can
They
probably
use
use
it
it
for
on there.
anything.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say is if your phone or the device you're using to look for this item is not within the vicinity, the like I think 200 to 400 feet
Uh
of
huh.
it, it won't sound at all. Like you won't be able to find
Oh,
it. So that means like
really?
let's say if you
Oh,
left
it
it at
won't sound.
school,
That makes
like
sense.
if let's say you left it at school and you were you were already home. Let's say it will show you where you last had it.
Yeah, that's all right. It just relies on GPS until you're close enough, I guess.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Let's say you leave your keys at school, and let's say you're at home and you go back and someone takes your keys. It's not going to tell you that someone removed the keys
Oh,
from it. It just
what?
shows
Wait,
the last location that it was used.
but how do you use keys? What does that mean? How does it know
Or
if you?
sorry, not the last time you've used it, but the last time it's been connected or near your phone. So that means
Oh,
if
so
you
someone
drop your
could
key,
take
someone
it.
takes it and it's gone.
What?
But the way because you would need to have like a data, you said you would need to have like cellular.
Just put a
location or
GPS in it. But then it needs.
it needs cellular connection for that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the only issue. But this is what they're actually allowing you to do, which I'm not sure how well it's working out. Basically, right now they're allowing you to, if there's like a program where you can locate people's, like you can ask for other people to help you. Like you can
Hmm.
say, "Hey, I lost my wallet. If anyone can sound their devices off and find it, because it can connect to
Alright.
random tile users."
Alright.
That's kind of weird,
That's
though.
silly.
Like, because I feel
Alright.
like if someone, they could just take it.
Yeah, and also I don't see everybody walking around with one of these just yet for where that would be,
I mean,
applicable.
why looking because so they have an app on your phone and on your watch for the Apple Watch that is.
Hmm.
If I go in location settings or something like that, it tells me that there are.
Oh, really? You got the stats.
It says that there are 1,346 town members near you.
That's a good amount, right?
I
Think
mean,
about it in like a city with more density.
right. But then I guess at that same time, it's more likely to be stolen.
Yeah.
There.
So after you talked about that, I was kind of curious if this was a public company,
Right, of course.
and the answer was no. You can't invest in Tile; it's a private company.
Yeah.
But I did learn a little bit about it. So it was funded in 2012 through Self Starter.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a crowdfunding campaign.
Right.
And it was pretty successful because they were able to raise $2.6 million.
Really?
And what they ended up doing to raise that amount is they sold pre-orders of the product to their backers.
Right.
So there was over 50,000 backers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's come a long way. Like that was in 2012 when they first started. Yeah. And just a couple years later, they received $13 million in funding from GGB Capital.
Right.
So they've come a long way, but they're still a small company. They only have 24 employees.
Really? Only 24?
Yeah.
So they're like one of those small
tech company.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they still have a lot of room to grow. So I know I kind of laughed off their whole, what was that program, or you ask other people for help.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could end up growing.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of want one. I lose my stuff.
I will definitely recommend it because the amount of times where I've kind of like left my keys in the basement and now I'm looking around my work and school for it is like absurd. So like just having it, so I'm like, oh, it's actually in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost my phone so many times, and I've just wished I could press a button and have music play to show me where my phone is.
Or like, whenever you lose anything, what's the first question someone asks?
Where was the last place?
Where's the last place you had it? Sometimes you're like, I think it was here. Your memory could be off. At least your phone's 100% incorrect, or is 100% correct in saying, okay, it looks like you had it last time at your house.
Yeah, unless someone took it and walked away a couple feet.
If it's at your house, then like
that's true.
It would have already detected it within like 400 feet. So you'd be good in that case. So overall, honestly, I'm gonna give it like I'd say 8 out of 10.
It's worth the money, though. There's nothing else like it, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I've used it a couple times already. I'm probably actually going to get a couple for my brothers anyways, just for their stuff.
I mean, so how many do you have that you could put on devices?
Well, you can get like a 4-pack.
So a 4-pack, is that like a general?
So they have like a whole bunch of different versions of it. So they have a Pro, which allows the sound to be louder, as well as it allows it to have a longer range. However, they are more expensive.
Okay.
They also have Slims, so it looks like a credit card, so you can fit it perfectly in your wallet. That's actually on that issue. They fixed the issue. Like, this is like something that fixed this issue for me. But when I got it, I just got the Pros.
Mm-hmm.
The Pros aren't meant to be in your wallet. So every time I keep it in my wallet, because, I have like, whenever I'm wearing like skinny jeans, for example, it like clicks down on it. So I'll be at like work or something and I'll be leaning over a table and then it'll accidentally click down.
That's embarrassing.
On the button, and then my phone will start going off.
You want to play the sound the phone makes?
I mean, I guess so. I'm not sure if it's copyrighted or anything.
Oh, yeah, don't play the sound. Don't play the sound. Don't play the sound.
Yeah, so, it goes off whenever I do that. So that's actually a really neat feature about it. If you lose your phone, you double-click the tile button on your wallet or keys, and it actually sounds your phone.
Yeah, and it's super loud, and it's annoying, so you're going to hear it.
Oh, yeah, of course.